Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope that you are doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. We have Cleo joining us here. Apparently she really needs my attention at this exact moment when I'm in the middle of filming. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. So today's video, from the title, you can see I have a pretty big unhaul that I am doing. To preface this, I'm making a lot of room for Alex, and you know, life's changing. We have a baby coming in like T-minus 11 days or something like that from when I'm filming this. So we have a lot of stuff that we got to get done, and one of the things that was making me really anxious was all of my books. Like, I needed to reorganize them. I needed to get them just where they needed to be. I wanted all of my cozies in one spot. I wanted all of my other genres in another spot, like a lot of stuff, which is really hard to do when you're 9 months pregnant. So I was lucky enough to have my friend Catherine come by. She is the head librarian for the district, at the district that I work at, and she had offered multiple times to come and sort of like rearrange and like spruce up my library and things like that. And so as we were going through the books, there were a lot of books that either I bought because of the hype, or I bought because the covers were really fun and cool, but that I realized I'm not going to read because either I'm not in the mood for that genre, or I don't read a lot of that genre in particular. So I read some rom-coms. I love Jennifer Kersey. I love like, there are some that I absolutely adore, but then there are a lot that I have that I adored them years ago, but my reading has changed. Like, what I really love has changed. So there's nothing about these books that I'm hating on or dogging or anything like that. So I don't want you to think that I am like hating these books. No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that these books deserve to go to a well-loved home who's, you know, going to read it and love them and everything. I've got a big box next to me that I'm gonna pull over here, and hopefully all the books fit in it, but if not, then that's Erin is going to be moving it for me, because there's no way pregnant Courtney is moving all of these. So let's get a stack of books in my lap, and we can go through semi-quickly all of the books that I have to give away to another home. So there are a lot of them, so I'm not going to like go through and give an explanation for all of them. I will stop and make comments on some. So for example, some of these are actually going to be cozy mysteries as well that I just couldn't get into. There's the Jean Harlow Bombshell, first in the series by Molly Cox Bryan. This is a classic star biography mystery series. It says, when it comes to writing golden aged Hollywood biographies, the pen really is deadlier than the sword. I don't know how many times I did try and get into this book and read it. I just couldn't get into it, so I'm going to give it to another home, someone who will love it more. There's Little Comfort by Edwin Hill. So this is more of a thriller type of book here. I do absolutely love the cover. It's really cool looking, but again, not necessarily what I want to read. What Would Buffy Do? The Vampire Slayer as a Spiritual Guide. Brings up tons of nostalgia, but I don't need it in my Buffy collection. A Step So Grave by Catriona McPherson. I love the cover and sort of like the 1940s kind of look, but it'll go to a new home, someone else who loves it. We have An Excuse for Murder by Vanessa Westerman. Curl Up and Die by Sophie Sharp. I do like the bright pink of the cover. So So now we've got some romances. We've got Surprise Me by Sophie Kinsella. I did really enjoy this book, but I'm not going to reread it. We've got Savannah Breeze right here. I got a lot of these from my local used bookstore, Gardner's. So I really loved the cover of this one, but I just never picked it up, and it's Remember Me. We have The Undomesticated Goddess, 20s Girl. Don't Look Down by Jennifer Kersey and Bob Mayer. They wrote a lot of books together. I'm not quite sure how I felt about both of them writing together. I wasn't the biggest fan, if you're to be honest. The Fixer Upper by Mary Kay Andrews. Love the cover, super cool. This was my very first advanced reader copy, and it was when I used to work at a bookstore, Books A Million. And so this is Mary Kay Andrews' summer rental. So I have it in ARC and I have it in its finished final product. I like the way Mary Kay Andrews, I like the way she writes, but I went through a huge kick of reading a ton of her books, and then it's sort of like my kick was gone and I read as much as I could. There is Town in a Blueberry Jam. This is the first in the Candy Holiday Murder Mystery series. And I haven't actually read this one, but I don't know, I want to read it, but I know this might be horrible, but it has a really bad broken spine, and I have issues with reading books with broken spines. I really don't like it. If you look at all of my books that are my personal owned books, I rarely break the spine. I love the cleanness of it. It's probably just a weird reader quirk of mine. Charlene Harris, Real Murders. I thought that I would love the Aurora Teagarden series. I do love the movies. Super, super good. Love the movies. But I'm not the biggest fan of the actual series itself. I got this, I think like 2 or 3 years ago. But I read the first one and I just couldn't get into it. We've got Queen of the Slayers by Nancy Holder. This is an original novel based on the hit TV series. This is an advanced reader copy for The Time for Murder is Meow. The only reason why I'm getting rid of this one is I have a final copy and this isn't signed, so give that to someone else. Crashing the A-List was sent to me by I think the author, but it didn't necessarily like make me want to read it, so I didn't pick it up. Sophie Kinsella's Shopaholic and Sister. Apparently this is like a whole entire series, the Shopaholic series. Shopaholic and Baby. This cover, like the covers are so cute. I am such a cover buyer. Like, I'm not even lying. Mini Shopaholic. Look at the little girl right there. So there's the mini Shopaholic. We have Mary Kay Andrews, Beach Town and Save the Date, as well as Jennifer Kersey's Faking It. I love this book. This is the second one, or like it sort of goes along with Welcome to Temptation, which was one of my first books of Jennifer Kersey. I'm also going to be getting rid of Ladies' Night and Spring Fever by Mary Kay Andrews. There are also some books from my master's degree that I read for either like my women's lit class or my Native American courses or my American Studies courses. So one of them is Annie Perluk's Close Range. I read it for school. That was all I read it for. Do Your Own Thing. I've been doing yoga for years, and so I got into a really big kick like a year or two ago reading some nonfiction. There's The Woman Warrior by Maxine Hong Kingston, the memoirs of girlhood among ghosts, which is good. Again, I got pulled in by BookTube World at the very beginning, Vlog Like a Boss, how to kill it online with video blogging. I tried to read it, but I also just, you know, I think I've done okay. I mean, I've got some followers and stuff, and this is really just for fun. It's not a job to me. This is just fun. Then we have Stealing Kisses in the Snow by Joe McNally, as well as It Started at Christmas by Joe McNally. Here are some older books. We've got James Bond's Goldfinger, The Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier, Love Song to the Plains by Mary Sandoz. Again, you can tell it was for school. Wasn't the biggest fan. I'm also getting rid of all of my Sookie Stackhouse books right here. So we're getting rid of Dead as a Doornail, Dead to the World, All Together Dead, Club Dead, Definitely Dead, From Dead to Worse, and then getting rid of another Jennifer Kersey book, Getting Rid of Bradley. And then last but certainly not least is the last stack of books. I'm pretty sure they're all by Jennifer Kersey. So there's Tell Me Lies right here. And a lot of these ones are really beat up. Like one has my dog chewed all over it. Here's the paperback version of Faking It when I had the hardback. Fast Women. Oh, it's just so beat up. I've read this book probably the most out of all of the books that are over here, and it's Welcome to Temptation. Really, really good. Hot and steamy, just so you know. Strange Bed Persons right here. We've got Anyone But You, as well as Charlie All Night, again when Willow was a puppy. So these books I've had for like 12 years, guys, because Willow will be 12 in November. What the Lady Wants. This is sort of almost like a cozy, like a glimpse into cozies. We have Santa Baby, Agnes and the Hitman. I love how sassy Agnes looks on the cover. Manhunting. And then finally we have Bet Me by Jennifer Kersey, which was one of the first books that I've read where the main character was extremely curvy, and she didn't want to just get married or you know, like it wasn't all about the sex. It was actually about like the growth of the character that I loved. That was really, really good, if you ask me. So yeah, this is a really tall box, guys. Like this has our this is what shipped our diaper pail in. So yeah, that's not a metaphor for what I think about these books, by the way. But I really hope that when I can get these to the used bookstore, that someone else will love them and, you know, cherish them and read all of them. I never have any hate towards a book. If I don't like it, that doesn't mean that it's not a good book. It just means that it just wasn't for me. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the quick unhaul, or not so quick unhaul, of all of these. Let me know what you thought. I will be doing a updated book tour of my new you know, sort of bookshelves and everything. But that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye.